Hello there everybody, this is Brandon. Here we are again with another episode of... Oh, well it's daytime now. Another episode of Ocarina of Time. Well in this episode, yeah, we're going to be doing the water temple. Last episode we did a lot of Skulltula hunting, and I took the long way around. Excuse me. And we now have 65 of 100 Skulltulas. We have a few areas cleared out. Not too many to get from here, and the places that we... Oh, sad. The places that we do have stuff remaining to get in, we only have a couple Skulltulas there, so that's good. And all the upgrading stuff, and there is a side quest we'll do later, but I'm leaving that for extra side questing, so that we don't have to come here later. Because... Or not come here later, so we don't have to do dungeon after dungeon. Because it kind of sucks when you have no more... You don't have anything else to do between dungeons. So anyway, this is a water temple. This is a temple that is largely noticed in the series as the most difficult. To me, actually, I see it as the most challenging in the game. I wouldn't say it's the hardest in the whole series, because there's definitely other dungeons that are harder to 100%, but I would say that it's one of the more difficult dungeons. I don't know, I'm going over there, but it's definitely one of the more difficult dungeons in this game series. Personally, I think it's the hardest in this video game of the Zelda series. But here we'll see Rue, and she's talking to us. She's all grown up. She's our fiance that we we said we'd marry her 7 years ago. We've been engaged for 7 years. But yeah, it's a little spooky here. I don't use that word ever, which is really weird. So, oh man, my Wii U looks beautiful. I wish I would have gotten a white one, but I think they only make black ones now. I don't know why. It's kind of weird that they only make black ones. But maybe they do make white ones. I think they quit making the 8GB Wii U's, and I think they only make 16 now, maybe? Something like that. I don't know. I have the regular white Wii. The white, the Wii compared to the Wii U looks so different, as in terms of, aesthetics. The Wii just looks so bland. Whatever color you get it in, it just kind of looks boring. I have mine, I have the, original Wii, and it's white. The one where you didn't need, they still go in terms of blocks, I think, which is weird that they do, but, it's whatever. I've been talking quite a bit, talking up a storm. Anyway, the water temple is, it's thought to be, oh, I really thought I wasn't gonna get injured there. Oh, man. But, the water temple is kind of one of the more difficult in the series. No, in a series of the 3D games. Personally, I've never had a challenge with this one. At least after I played the game one time before. I haven't played the water temple for a while, but I haven't done this dungeon for a while. I'm actually just gonna switch to the Master Sword so I can block and stuff. But I haven't played it in, I would say, a year in terms of the actual water temple. But, am I not close enough? But, yeah, it's definitely one of these dungeons that you would go, that, would be oh, I'm at this point in the game. You might get stuck in it and take a break from the game for a while. It's one of those dungeons. It's not a dungeon that you oh, I didn't beat it, so I'm gonna... It's not one of those dungeons where oh, I didn't beat it today, so I'll come back right away tomorrow and play it. Because that's one that I did with the Shadow Temple in this game. Funny story about that. I will tell the story because I just kind of remembered it. The Shadow Temple in this game, oh, wow. I always forget. I'm just gonna kill it this way because it's hard to do horizontal slashes with with my sword. But anyway, like I was saying, I had problems in the Shadow Temple. It's not a difficult dungeon by any means, but it's a dungeon that it has a more difficult boss than the actual dungeon itself. And also, as being like a 9-year-old, 8-year-old, whatever, however old I was creeped out by the dungeon. So when I was playing it, I think I muted the sound, because the sound always makes this dungeon so much creepier in any part, like, aspect of the game. It always makes it creepier. And I think it's intentional. You want to, if you have a scary dungeon, you kind of want to make it sound creepy too. I can't remember if this is the right room. Yeah, I don't think this is the right room. I'll check it anyway. But games, they add creepy sound for like, intentionally. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna avoid that room for a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. Because, oh wait, I don't think I could have. Yeah, I don't think I can hit it without the long shot, which is an item we'll get later. Video games do add like creepy music or happy music, stuff like that, for emphasis on what they want you to feel. It can't always be like, you can't always just have visuals being the thing that makes you want to feel happy, feel sad, whatever. There's, like I'm saying, there's different aspects that you have to add to that in order to actually make you feel what they want to make you feel. I hope I sounded not super, like, I can't think of the word, but super annoying about that. But anyway, let's see. I don't know if I need to be over here yet. There's so many rooms in this dungeon. That's what makes it, I think, a challenge. It can be a really puzzling dungeon, just because if you don't get what you're supposed to while you're in a certain area, you can have a lot of difficulty trying to get where you need to be. Just like now, I need 2 keys before I think I need 2 keys. I never remember. 2 keys before you actually head to the next area. And I think what makes this dungeon so challenging to people is that it's a water temple. And like water temples, in water temples you have to, come on. Water temples you have to be able to access by, like, swimming around, and it makes lots of your weapons actually useless. I don't know what I'm really doing at this point, and I'm sorry. Oh, I might have actually headed to the wrong area. No, I'm going the right place, right? Yeah, there's a key here. Okay, I wasn't sure. There's one more key I think we'll have to get to. It's just lots of puzzles, and not really puzzles, but just lots of running around the same area multiple times. Overall, I think it's a cool dungeon, though. Okay, I've opened up my okay, I will be editing that out, so you don't have to worry about about the static that you would have heard there. But it is I don't know how I managed to do this. Okay, there we go. I thought I got stuck in there. I was gonna have to use my boots and like flip or something. But overall, I think it's a really cool looking dungeon. It's definitely well designed, because you have to do like, there's not many glitches you can do in this dungeon. There's one you can do, I think, in the Master Quest version, where you skip like the whole dungeon, and you actually you can skip most of the dungeon by doing, well, actually you can do it in this version too, but it takes much more effort to skip it. Aw, come on. It's just, but also, or you use like the hover boots and something else. I think you can actually use the hover bomb trick, which is just a speedrunning tactic that people use. But another thing about this dungeon is very tedious. You have to use lots of your time is spent changing between items. But not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just a tedious thing. Most of this dungeon will be spent switching between the iron boots and normal boots. And oops, I almost put those on as one of my things. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. I actually have lots of energy right now because it is, I don't know why I have as much energy as I do. I have an idea of why I do. I may have a rock star next to me. I see what people mean when they drink rock stars or energy drinks. There's people, I think when people drink monsters, that's kind of a trashy drink, and I'm sorry if you like monsters. I don't mind the taste of them, but I have to say they're not the best tasting, but they're definitely not the worst energy drink I've had. Ugh. Oh wait, what am I doing? I always forget about this. The nice thing about after this dungeon is that after I'm done with this dungeon, I don't have lots of stuff. I don't have to catch up on side questing necessarily. Mostly just the only thing I have to catch up on is a couple sculptures that you can get once you get the item of this dungeon. Yeah, the only reason we came over here is to get that sculpture. So there's 4 more in the dungeon, I believe. So I'll have to make sure to cross that off. But anyway, what was I saying? I know I was talking about the dungeon, but I've talked so much about the dungeon. We're just going. Oh, I was talking about energy drinks. But yeah, Monster is kind of, I see it as like the Mountain Dew of energy drinks. It's just kind of something like a game, like a trashy Call of Duty gamer would play. I'm sorry if I'm stereotyping Call of Duty there, but it is, Call of Duty is the go-to series. I was not trying to actually let that hit me. I was trying to move away, and I'm getting kind of low on hearts. Just making sure there's nothing else we can do before I head up to. But it's like the Mountain Dew of energy drinks. And you can say that's offensive and whatnot, but you can't say that's not true, because it is true. I do enjoy energy drinks though. I'm actually drinking a whipped strawberry Rockstar right now. It has a nice flavor to it actually. It's sweet in a way. It kind of tastes like a thinner smoothie. Ooh, actually what it reminds me of is that strawberry daiquiri. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but the strawberry daiquiri, what's it called? Sobe drink that they make. It's not as thick. Whatever. Ugh. Come on, man. But it's like a thinner version of that to me, at least. It's tasty. I can say that much. It's good. I think it's a newer one. At least I've never really had it. I hadn't had it up until like last week, and I think I've drank most energy or most Rockstars. I think I've tried for the majority almost every energy, like every big energy drink. Ooh. Let me see where I'm at actually. Okay, yeah, I'll grab this, and then I need to remember to grab a key. I always forget about this key, even though you pass it in the very beginning of this dungeon. So I'll just remind myself. There's been a little baby moth. I don't know if it's actually a baby, but there's been a little moth flying around my room like all day. It's been really annoying. And I've just wanted to kill it. I actually caught it in my hand and threw it, and it just kept flying. It was odd, but it was kind of cool. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to check out the agenda. Anyway. That was kind of cool. I didn't intentionally I intentionally backflip, but I didn't intentionally mean to backflip like that nicely. But again, I'll talk about this dungeon a little more. It's a unique dungeon. Especially for its time, it offered so much more of a challenge than any of the other dungeons did in like games around its era. This game was definitely very advanced for its era. It was like the Aztecs of its time. I don't know if that comparison really worked, but I'm gonna say it did. Obviously, this is a key that I was talking about. Ooh, I have 182 rupees. You know what that means? It means I'm the next Blink 182. Actually, while I guess we're pretty much done talking about the water temple for now, and since I brought music up already, I know I talk about music all the time, but you know, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna continue with this. But me and my friends, I think I've mentioned Max before. He's never been on this channel. He's one of mine and Alex's friends. Is that how I'd word it? He's one of me and Alex. Me and Alex. I'm gonna say it like that. He's one of our friends, and he doesn't YouTube too much. He does have a channel, and I actually wanted to plan a series out with him, and we were talking about that earlier. But we plan on doing. Oh wait, I forgot about this. We plan on doing a series later, but me, him, and one of my friends, real life, are actually working on a little series, not series, but on an album, kind of. We're working on songs. It's kind of hard for me to talk about sometimes because I'm like, ooh, if this doesn't take off, like my channel's taken off pretty well. If it doesn't take off like my channel has, then I don't think it's gonna turn out very good. But if it does take off like my channel, then I can see it turning out pretty good actually. But we're working on an album. It's kind of like Majora's Mask, like the theme of that. You know how it's the 5 stages of grief. It's kind of like that in a way. I think the idea of it is pretty cool. I came up with it just because I was looking at some Majora's Mask while I was playing guitar, and I'm pretty sure I sound like a big tool while I'm talking about all this, but yeah, but the album is based on the 5 stages of grief. But I'm really excited about it. We each have, so we each have, me and my friend Cole, which is not, he will probably never be around here, are both working on 2 songs each, and then Max is working on one of the other songs. So, well, actually, no, Max took one of the songs I was going to do. So I'm working on the song Acceptance. Max is working on Anger, and then Cole is working on Denial and Depression. I don't think he's gone anywhere in his, but I've been working on mine quite a bit, and I'm actually really excited about it. I think it's a really good idea, and it gives you a topic to talk about or to sing about, without having to come up with all this stuff. Like, it's just an easy topic to begin with. I like the idea of it, and I'm really excited to do it too. So I'm hoping it goes well. And I know I need one more key before I do this. I'm just trying to think of where it's at. I think I actually may have to go back down here. I can't remember. Definitely not right there. Well, you could go there, it just won't work out for you. But yeah, that's basically the music idea. We've all been busy bees. I was just over here, wasn't I? Yeah, I don't need to go there right now. Well, we've been busy with. I said busy bees, didn't I? That's not a thing I say. But we've all been working on that stuff, and I'm really excited about it because it's fun, and recently my brother got a Les Paul, it's a pretty nice guitar for people that know about guitars out there. It's an electric guitar. It's an Epiphone what kind of Epiphone Les Paul standard Epiphone Les Paul. That's what I was looking for. I know I just came over here earlier, but if I get turned around in this dungeon, yeah, okay, I don't need to be back here. I'm just trying to figure out where one more of these keys are. I think it's on the second floor of the dungeon. I'm not too sure though, because I do need one more. I'm almost positive about before going up into this room. But again, I'm really just thrilled about doing this. It's really fun. I'd like to have a couple of the songs actually be using an electric guitar, but there's no promises on that. Maybe I just missed a key somewhere. What's this room right here? Oops. Let me look at the map. So second floor. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here and actually see if I'm almost positive this. Yeah, this is definitely the room that I need to be in, but I need one more key and I can't think of where it's at. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. So yeah, see, you need another key. There's a gold sculpture right there, but we can't access it right now. So let's go find another key. Let me mark a couple things off. But my musical goals, they're pretty simple. There's not a lot that I like out of this. I plan on releasing stuff onto Spotify, or not Spotify, onto what's it called? Onto SoundCloud. I always say Spotify instead of SoundCloud, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, not there. Over here. That's the entrance to the temple, isn't it? I always end up accidentally. Fuck you. Oh, this isn't the entrance. What is this? Oh, was this the thing I needed to go in? Ooh, actually, I might have been going in this the wrong way. Oh no, this is okay. See, I think this is. Wait, what was going on there? Yeah, because this is across there is the key that I need to get, I think. So I think I need to go back to the second floor, which is just right under this, and go in there. Man, I haven't had this much trouble with this dungeon for a long time. Or is this locked? No, it's not locked, right? Okay. What is going on here?